Hello everybody, I'm James Quattro, and this week I've got the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 Lariat. Now this one here is the 501A package, so it's kind of the middle of the road Lariat, not the most expensive one, not the cheapest one, and this one has the 3.5 liter EcoBoost. The color on this truck is Guard Metallic, which is a new color for 21. However, it's been around in the past on past F-150s, and on this particular one, I think it's really sharp, and it really goes well with the Baja Tan interior, which I'll show you a little bit later. Now this particular truck has the chrome appearance package, which is really fitting for the Guard paint. So it's got the chrome grille, chrome bumpers. This has got the quad beam LED headlights and the parking sensors on the bumper. And that front end really is just super classy. I really like it. Also, this truck has the 360 camera. So you've got your camera right here that has the washer that comes out and cleans that. And I'll show you more about that once we get inside. Now, as part of the chrome package, you've got the 18-inch chrome wheels with the Goodyear Wrangler tires. You've got the chrome vent here. You got chrome mirror caps, which have cameras on the bottom for the 360 camera. You've got the chrome handles, both front and rear, and the chrome running boards on the bottom, as well as the chrome strip underneath the windows. So, lots of chrome, and again, super classy. Around to the back, more chrome. You got the chrome bumpers with the parking sensors, and then chrome handle on the tailgate. On the Lariat, you've got the power liftgate, which hit the button twice and it drops it down. But wait, there's more. Hit it twice again and it goes back up. That is a cool feature. Also, around the whole truck, it's got something called zone lighting, and I'll show you on the inside, but you've got lights all the way around the truck that can turn on to give you additional light if you're out, setting up camp at night or doing something at night. And they've got a very bright LED on the tailgate here, as well as on both sides of the side view mirrors, and then of course the headlights in the front. Also, to give you additional lighting in the back, they'll turn on the bed lights up on the third brake light, as well as the reverse lights. So they really try to give you maximum lighting in the back. Now this truck also has the tailgate step, which we've actually found out makes a really good chair if you want to use the tailgate work surface as a table. So, you're at lunch, you want to enjoy the beautiful sun, you want to eat lunch outside, now you've got a picnic table. Or if you just want to use it as a work area. You still got your C-clamp channels on both sides. You've got your ruler on the tailgate work surface. You've got a cup holder. You've got your phone holder. I don't know. I kind of like it here. I think I'm going to spend the rest of the day sitting right here. But of course, it also acts as a side step, and you've got your handle, same thing that they've had on the F-150 for quite some time. And then they got it numbered 1, 2, and 3. Also in the back of this tailgate, you've got your 120 400 watt outlet, and of course you've got your bed lighting, which can be turned on and off by a switch. And then of course, who can forget the tie downs on the tailgate, which are new for 21, which also happen to serve as a bottle opener. So if you're using your tailgate as a table, you've got a way to open up your favorite beverage. Last but not least, something that's been Added to the F-150s in 21 that's been available on the Super Duties for some time. You do have a camera on your third brake light. So if you wanted to get a gooseneck or a fifth wheel back here, you've got great visibility there. Or if you just want to see what's going on in your bed for whatever reason, you've got that ability to turn that on from inside. Now on to the driver's side. So you do have 3 driver memory seats. You have auto up and down in all 4 windows. Obviously you get your mirror adjustment. It does have power folding mirrors. So even on the 501, you're getting plenty of the extras. You've got power seat adjustment, power lumbar. As I showed you out back, you do have the ability to put the tailgate down as well as up just by pressing a button. You've got your spotlights on the mirrors, which can be controlled through these buttons here or through the zone lighting on the radio, which I'll show you. Adjustable gas and brake pedals. And of course, who could forget the American flag? All right, now this truck has lots of technology to talk about. The biggest and obviously the most obvious on anything from a 302 up is the 12-inch Sync 4 touchscreen, which is massive. And really the usability of this touchscreen is so much better than the Sync 3, both in usability as well as functionality. So right now it's showing you the radio, and you've got these cards on the side, which are pretty cool. Press that, and you got lots of cards that you can choose from. You can do the trip meter, you can do the phone, navigation, the zone lighting, economy. This is an economy rating, fuel economy, trip meter, phone, and navigation. So if you tap it, it'll kick it over here, and then whatever's over here will go over there, and they'll switch. So if you kick over to navigation, now it's showing you the map. If you want to go full screen map, you can just click this button here, and it gives you the full map, and it hides the cards. And then if you want your cards back, just click that, it'll go small again, and you've got your cards. Now, the thing I really want to focus on is the features button. So over here is pretty cool. One of the biggest additions to the Sync 4 system is the digital owner's manual. So yes, they still give you a book. However, they really want you to use the computerized version that's built into your Sync 4. All hours of the day, it's there, it's easy to get to. Just in features, click owner's manual. And then from there you can search or go through categories to find whatever you want. The other really cool thing in here is it's got videos. So if you want a how-to video on how to do the latch anchors for children, it'll show you the video. That is really cool. And it's using the Ford Pass Sync Connect with the modem in order to power that and allow you to have the internet access to find those. So that is pretty cool. The other thing in here that's pretty cool is the zone lighting. So as I mentioned outside, there's lights all the way around the truck. Now you can control those lights from in here. If you want to pick a side, just pick a side. And right now it's lighting up the puddle lamps and the spotlights on the outside. On the back, it's got, as I mentioned, reverse lights, the one on the door handle, and the bed lighting. And then on the front is the headlights. And you can have multiple on at the same time. You click all zones, and it'll light up the whole world around you. So, another neat little feature that's great for outdoors, great for the work site, whatever you need when you need the lighting. This truck has safety features coming out the gazoo when it comes to driver's assistance. In here is a quick spot to get to where you can adjust pretty much anything. Speed limit assist is something that's pretty cool. It'll actually look for and read speed signs on the highway or on the roads you're looking for, and it'll give you a little speed limit sign on your dash to tell you what the speed limit is. You can actually turn it on to where it'll warn you if you're going over a certain speed, and this kind of shows it here. It'll alert you when you exceed the posted speed limit. Now, there is the ability to have a tolerance to that, so you can, say the speed limit is 65 and you normally want to go 5 over, you can set the tolerance for 5 over, and it'll allow you to do that without giving you any warnings. When you turn it on, it then asks you to set the tolerance. So kind of a neat thing, especially if you're maybe one of those people that doesn't pay as close attention to speed limit signs as he should, it'll do it for you. Or if you've got a spouse that maybe isn't as attentive to speed limits. So like I said, safety systems coming out the gazoo, and they can all be easily accessed in the features section. The last thing I wanted to touch base on this was towing. This is really cool, especially if you are a novice towing individual. Just bought your first camper, not comfortable with towing, just bought a truck because you need to in order to be able to tow your new camper. This will help make your life so much easier. Obviously, you've got the Pro Trailer Backup Assist, which allows you to be able to steer the truck with the knob instead of with the steering wheel. Another thing that's pretty cool in here is you've got your connection checklist. Whether it's a conventional, gooseneck, or fifth wheel, just click the one that your trailer is. It will give you step-by-step instruction on how to properly connect up your camper and things to remember so you don't forget something important. Connect and lock the ball coupler. Make sure all the electrical connections are there. Make sure your safety chains are connected and crossed. Make sure you have your emergency brake away switch hooked up. Make sure the lights function correctly. Make sure your tongue jack is up. Adjust your mirrors. And adjust your trailer brake control gain settings. So everything you need to remember to make sure that you don't have a blonde moment after hooking up your trailer. So just some really cool things that Sync 4 does, and that's not even scratching the surface of what Sync 4 can do. I could be here all day talking about Sync 4 and its features. Also, I had mentioned the 360 camera. So press the camera button. Right now it's showing me the front camera as well as the 360 bird's eye view of the truck. Click the 3 buttons. You can have it to where it's just showing you the front bumper, where it's showing you a wide angle of the front bumper. And lastly, I mentioned the camera on the third brake light for the bed. So there it's showing you the bed. As I mentioned, you can hook up a fifth wheel or a gooseneck, and it gives you guidelines for that as well, which is very helpful, especially if you're trying to tow by yourself. Now this truck also has heated and cooled seats on both driver and passenger sides, dual zone automatic climate controls. You've also got your 12 volt and your 120 outlets on the side here, as well as your USB-A and USB-C connections. And then you do have a phone holder as well, which is all very useful. And it's got an easy close. Now this particular truck does not have the interior work surface, so the center console does not flip forward. It does still have the stowaway shifter, which can be done while you're parked. So if you still want to use this as an area, you could put down a mat or something and still have that ability without having the shifter in your way. There's a lot going on the steering wheel here. We'll start with the left side. You've got your cruise control buttons, as well as your dynamic cruise control, where it can set the distance between you and the car in front of you. You've got your lane keep assist button here, and then of course you got your radio and voice control buttons down here. On the right, you've got the controls for the gauge cluster here, which I'll show you in a minute, as well as your Bluetooth hang up and pickup button, and your seek buttons for your radio. So behind the steering wheel, and I apologize, it is very sunny today. and I really don't have the ability to get rid of the glare. But you have got a lot of stuff going on here. And this entire gauge cluster is digital, like you see on the Mustang. It can do a lot of things. You can change the way it looks. We'll start with drive modes. So your drive mode knob is down here with your 4-wheel drive buttons, and you just turn it to set the drive mode, and then you can push it and that'll set your rear differential lock. So as I mentioned, we're going to play with the drive modes here and just show you what it does. So you've got slippery, you got some cool animations, normal. Now slippery automatically put it in 4-wheel drive, by the way. So now it'll put us back in 2-wheel drive. Tow haul mode. And also notice how the colors change depending on the mode you're in as well, which is kind of cool. Eco. I love the animations. Sport. And now what it's doing is putting us in 4 all. So now you're in all-wheel drive. Much sportier dash. Then if we go on the other side, we already did slippery. You got deep snow and sand, which is very useful here in the winter. Mud and ruts. And because it's got the FX4 package, rock crawl. And it's trying to put you into 4 low, which we're not going to do right now. So, cool driving modes. We'll go back into normal for now. Trying to put it back into 2-wheel drive. All right, now let's look at some of the other things this can do. So you've got some different center screens that it can be. You can also change the way it looks. You can also have the driving coach, which will give you scores based on how you're driving. Off-road adds your pitch and yaw sensors, as well as your steering angle. You can have your navigation in the center here, which is very useful, actually. In settings, you can configure the gauges, which you can change where the gauge positions are. You can select which gauge is on the left. So right now it's oil pressure. If you want to change it to a boost gauge, you can do that. And then the right side. And these are the 2 gauges in the middle on the top. So you want to change it to oil pressure. So depending on what you're doing, you may want to have different gauges. And there's really a lot more to play with, but a very nice clean display that can do quite a bit. And as I mentioned, it changes depending on driving modes, or you can customize it to your liking as well. So there you have it, the 2021 Ford F-150 Lariat 501A package. A classy, beautiful vehicle inside and out. Whether it's the guard metallic paint or the Baja Tan Leather, it's really just absolutely gorgeous. This vehicle is still available. My name is James Quattro. I'm a sales consultant here at Burdick Ford. Once this vehicle does sell, I'll make sure I note it in the comments below. But if you could please give me a thumbs up, like my video, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, see you later.